I think just quickly do this. The rotatable of the y-axis just means dy. When the rotation is always dy. So I think generally, what you need to do is be able to visualize it lah. So dy. If you can't visualize this, just make sure that you just walk along y-axis and just look up. Okay. There are actually two areas being projected down. One is here, this one here, and the other one is 1 to 2 lah. So it's actually a composite figure. So one, the volume required, okay, is you must be able to visualize is the top one plus the bottom one, like that. Okay. So the top one is from 1 to 2. Okay. Rule of thumb, you probably already know. I would like to label this as y1, y1, x1, y2, x2. This label one curve, so then it's easier to refer. Okay. So for this top dome here is actually using y2. So this one, okay, maybe I just put it down. This would just be from 1 to 2. Then I'm using, because I'm using dy, so we have to be x squared 2. This is pi x squared 2. This one here, a lot of times students think that this one has something to do with the rotation. It doesn't have, it's not, because essentially what we are doing is pi, if you rotate about the y-axis, this, okay, long and short of it, right, is that this is actually pi r square h. Okay, this is your volume of cylinder lah. So just know that this is your r square. This dy is actually an incremental value of h. So you're using the volume of a cylinder, pi r square h. So this is also same thing. This is your r square h lah. Okay. So the pi here has nothing to do with the rotation. Just remember that. So for the second one, you are doing from 0 to 1. Then you use x1 squared dy. So I would suggest doing this. The y-axis, you can see that this over here is into two chunks. Okay. This is still okay lah. I think this is pretty fine. So key in calculator. I. So this is x2 squared is equals to 2 minus y. The 1. x1 equals to y1 squared. And remove the subscript when in. Then we just key in calculator. Okay, I know some of you may have forgotten how to key in calculator. So just remember, because yesterday we were going through, then someone asked me how to key in. So I'm just gonna do it once, then the rest you'll just key in by yourself, okay? So the next, this one, just go to press math. You just go quit here. Then what you do is you just press math. Then you go to number 9 integral. Then key in. Okay, 1 to 2. Then you put 2 minus y. So you can put 2 minus y. I'm going to use this one here. Then y. Okay. Because I've used x. Just put the pi in front also can. It is in. Then plus math number 9. 0 to 1. X about 4. Then that'll be x. In 2.199. So this is 2.199 cube units, and yeah, so this is 2. Okay, that's about it. So for volume of B, same thing. There are two parts here. So this is 1. This over here is root 2, right? You can actually solve it lah. Just I think this one you all know, right? Y equals 0. Then x squared equals to 2. Then you have x equals to root 2. It's just root 2. So the required volume Okay. Required volume will be this shape here. Just try and draw it out lah. If you have problem visualizing, right? Just draw it out. Plus, one here will be like something like that. Okay, this is like that. This will be pi 0 to 1 dx, right? Then you project using y1 square plus pi 1 to root 2 x2 square y2 square dx. Okay. Similarly, visualize it is something like that lah. Okay, you just rotate here. You can see that there are two parts. Please know that there are two parts. So when you walk around the x-axis, there are two here. Okay, yeah, like that. So just key this in. Y1 square is x y2 square. Key calculator. There you go. Part 3 is an interesting one because you rotate about y-axis. This shape here looks like that. You try and visualize the shape first before I model it out for you lah. So the required volume is actually it's like that lah. See that? It's like a, I don't know what is this thing. You take this, basically the required volume is this one minus off the top. Okay, so the shape is try not to memorize which one minus which one for the volume, because I realize the confusion comes out when students try and just memorize, because if you can visualize it, is much efficient okay, in terms of solving. So if you rotate this about the x-axis, you look something like that okay. So that's the thing is minus of this one so you definitely is just the required volume. You take this shape here will just be from 0 to 1, right? So this is pi 0 to 1. Then you put dy. Then this is rotate about this one here, which is this is dy, right? So it's x2 square, the second equation. Then this is also 0 to 1. Then definitely is just the first equation. Okay. You need to minus it out. So this you can just do this. Because the boundary is the same, you can just mix them up. Pi 0 to 1, that will be y minus y squared dy. Then you key in calculator will be 4.084, 4.08 cubic units. Okay, that's it. Part 3 done.